Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
Hola de nuevo. Gracias por unirte a este nuevo episodio de The Bookshelf. Oliver is Spanish for hello again. Thank you for joining this fresh episode of The Bookshelf. My name is Damilola Raphael, a teaching and learning advocate most honored to host the show live from the Western Spring Television studios. As you have just observed, I am diligently fulfilling all righteousness in learning a new language this year, while also serving as your motivation to carry out your part of the bargain. Today, we will be looking at the topic, challenges to learning a new language and how to overcome them. I'll take the topic again, challenges to learning a new language and how to navigate them. Now, first, let us understand the key words. 1. Challenge. A challenge is a call to someone to participate in a competitive situation or fight in order to decide who is superior in terms of ability or strength. Long story short, who will be a just superior by the end of the year 2024? You or the new language? Second word, learning. Learning is a process that leads to change, which occurs as a result of experience and increases the potential for improved performance and future learning. According to verywellmind.com, simply put, learning means retaining the knowledge that you have gained. The third keyword is new. New. This refers to something recently made, grown, or built, or something recently found, recently invented, or recently discovered. Some things may have been in existence and you are just discovering, you're just finding out, so it becomes new to you, all right? It could also be defined as something already existing, but seen, experienced, or acquired recently for the first time. So it's new to you, okay? Let's go to the fourth keyword, and that is language. Language is the principal method of human communication, consisting of words used in a structured and conventional way and conveyed by speech, writing, or gesture. That's talking about sign language. That's gesture, okay? Now, the fifth keyword there is how. How to overcome them, right? How. How. This is an adverb. And in this context, it means in what way or manner, by what means. Number 6, overcome. This is an action word and it means to succeed in dealing with a problem or a difficulty. That's the meaning of the word overcome. Now, if I were to rephrase, the whole topic right there and using the definitions that we have been able to break down there into bits. If I were to rephrase the topic, challenges to learning a new language and how to overcome them, I would say participating in a competitive situation to fight or to decide who is superior in a process that leads to change for something recently made, experienced, or acquired in the principal method of human communication, in what way or manner to succeed in dealing with the problem or the difficulty. Eso es un bocado. I just spoke Spanish for that is a mouthful. In Yoruba language, they will say ogbenutan. Now, that was done with the intention of easing the tension. Get it? Having established the keyword, let us dig into the topic for today, challenges to learning a new language and how to overcome them. Challenges are a necessary component of life's learning process. These challenges can be life-changing if not addressed at the appropriate time. It is important to identify and understand how to overcome these obstacles. Good news is, learning is a two-way process that involves both the educator and the learner. This leads to knowledge gain on both ends. So both parties are getting something, the learner and, of course, the instructor. Now, that is to say that you are inadvertently helping your tutor to learn a new skill. First is teaching, and we may include a new language or culture. That is if he or she didn't previously understand yours. So you are helping the person to learn to teach, and you're also helping the person to learn yours, because sometimes your instructor could ask, okay, so how is it said, or how is it done? What is it like in your own culture? So there is hope. All right, there is hope. Now, come on, say it with me. There is hope. There is hope. Good. A few of the challenges to learning a new language include, but are not limited to, concentration, time management, resource accessibility, or you say resource availability, motivation, doubt, hesitation, easy expectation, fear of errors, lack of practice opportunities, you strengthening yourself, getting, something done and building up muscles by reason of use, all right? Retention is another obstacle, lack of or overconfidence when speaking with strangers. Not having enough confidence and having too much confidence could really pose a threat right there. I think I want to say something here right now, and that's talking about a handshake. We might as well just learn this. When you're having a handshake, you don't go with the full force and with the intention of squeezing the hand of the person you want to shake, but let there be confidence. You're communicating confidence. Don't just go, with a limp hand. When you want to shake, just go, and you just go up, down, just once. You're good to go. All right, so don't lack confidence and don't have too much of it. Moderation in all things. Let's move on. Confusing grammar rule. Moving into the lexicon, the details and all that could be pose a very big challenge to some learners. Proper pronunciation and tonality, etc. Some of these are the challenges. Now, before proposing possible solutions, first, let us explore the benefits of learning a new language. So we've known the challenges. Let's see why we should overcome these challenges. So we'll come back to talk about how we can overcome it to boost our morale, right? These also include, but are not limited to, talking about the benefits now, are not limited to improved memory skills. Yes, you get to gain that. Greater understanding of other cultures. You know what is right, what is acceptable, what is accepted, what is wrong, what is permitted, what is not permitted. Improved listening skills, because now you are not listening to respond, you're listening to assimilate. All right? Good. Confidence to learn more languages later on. I mean, if I can do this, then definitely I should be able to do other things and be better at them. Stronger vocabulary. Stronger vocabulary in the sense that now that you've learned this particular one, you go look it up and then you start looking for synonyms, and that helps you to be able to build a very strong vocabulary. It also helps you to improve social skills, human relations, how to talk to people, how to relate with people. I met a special needs person some weeks back. Yeah, that's about 4 or 5 weeks now. I was meeting her for the first time. She couldn't speak, okay, but she could use the sign language. And I was gonna hug her, and I like the way she was so assertive. She went, oh, great. So it helps you improve your social skills. Now I know the next time I get to meet someone in that that space, I should just stretch my hand. And if the person that wants a hug, why? Hugs are free. I mean, you never lose out on hugging, right? When you give out, you also receive. So let's move on to some of the other benefits. It's easier to understand written words. It's also boosts in you greater confidence. I mean, if I did that, I can do this, I can do better. You get to, come on. And of course, it also leads to a protracted, there is this delay in the aging process. You're looking younger. I'm very young, but when I get to hear people tell me, you look like an intern. Most of our interns here are between on the average, we have 18, 20 on the average. So, I mean, if you're telling me I look like an intern. So that's one of the things that learning a new language would do for you. I super look forward to what I'm going to be looking like at the end of the year 2024. How about you? Now that we've gotten a grip on the benefits of learning a new language, we'll move on into the topic now. Most of the problems faced by language neophytes can be solved by just having the right attitude towards you wanting to learn, the right mindset in the first place. That's the foundation. Having small fun breaks and getting a fresh breather can work wonders for language neophytes to overcome their challenges in life. You know, I said if you followed through when we started talking about learning a new language, that you should take it easy on yourself and laugh at yourself. Plus, when it is important, you find a way and do not make an excuse. And I believe this really should be important. The world is global, right? So we should begin to learn a new language so we can converse and get to relate with more people across the globe when it is important. And because it is important, we are going to find a way and we're not going to. So let's look at the first one I have here, lack of time. Lack of time is something that no one can do much about. Many language neophytes postpone or leave the idea of learning a new language simply because they do not have enough time to do so. Easy. You're at work, you're at home, attending to this and that. But then again, taking out a little time from the everyday routine to learn the words of the new language is sure to benefit a person more in the long run. Keeping in consideration the age of technology and the internet, squeezing out time while on the go is even easier these days. Start by making a change to your priorities of the day. If you have work to do, choose a time of the day most suitable for you to learn a new language. Remember that you're never too far away from your computer or your smartphone to start practicing regularly. Some people even enter bathroom their devices. So you do not have an excuse. You're going to be making a way out of no time. You're going to make time because you're looking at the end result. Very important. The end result makes you a better person. Everybody wants to, hang around you. On the radio arm, our sister station, Western Spring Television, Read 91.7 FM, one of the station idents there, if you build it, they will come. So go ahead and build it now. Definitely they will come. Number two is lack of opportunity. We've talked about lack of time. Let's talk about lack of opportunity. So what exactly is stopping you from learning a new language? Let me look you daggers. Is it the lack of institutes that teach new languages or the absence of a partner or a friend to assist you in doing so? If it is the former, you need to take a look around you carefully. With the uninterrupted access to the internet these days, as well as the dozens of apps offering new language learning services, you can always get your hands on the new language without the need to go to a physical institute. You don't need to go to a physical institute. You could even learn from books, from materials. Now, if it is the latter, however, understand that you have to start somewhere. Get a friend to accompany you to the language learning institute. That's talking about getting a friend or a partner now, that accountability partner, all right? So get someone to accompany you to the language learning institute, or simply you choose a time that is suitable for both of you to sit down and help each other. It's just like getting someone, you go to the gym, with. I have accountability partners with my physical. I'm giving you so more details, right? But it's because I want to serve as your motivation. All right. For physical fitness, I have accountability partners, people that we have to do, things together, and you just do not have an excuse because you don't want to let the other person down. If you're not going to be doing it for yourself, you're just doing it because of the other person, and some way, somehow, it's coming back to you. So get an accountability partner. And you also make up your mind that you're going to be responsible. You are going to be responsible because you could get an accountability partner, a person, not you. A person could get an accountability partner and still mess up. So make up your mind that you're going to be dependable, you're going to be responsible. If you're accountable to yourself, you're responsible for yourself, people will depend on you. And of course, more assignments, more trust given to you. Let's go to the third one. We've talked about time, talked about opportunity. Let's talk about the third one. The greatest fear that many language neophytes go through is the metaphorical falling on the face, the fear of failing. When a person chooses to learn a new language, he or she has to leave the comfort zone first. This involves carefully scrutinizing the language to learn and taking stock of the subtle differences between them, as well as accepting that these differences make the languages unique and distinct from each other. All right, so you're not trying to superimpose the rules from this other language on this other language. They're different. This acceptance will remove any hesitation a person may have about the new language, as well as prepare them mentally to embark on the journey to speak a new language. We'll take this very quick breather, and the bookshelf will return shortly. Yes. You're welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you have missed so much. But no worries. Only if you do well to catch up with these and previous episodes on our YouTube channel at Western Spring Television Live. Right now, we have an undergrad who had or still has the same challenges as any other language neophyte. Let us bring in Vicky at this time. And she's going to be talking to us. I like to call her Vicky. She's going to be talking to us very briefly about herself and some of the challenges. We actually discussed this before I even, of course, I had always known I would pass course on the year. 1 year like that, I didn't know it would be 2024, about languages. And we talked about learning. Thank you very much. We have live in the studios here, Fikayomi Oladejo. It's good to have you on the set of the bookshelf.
Thank you, ma.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine, ma.
Relax. This is just the beginning of the year. We are starting out, so we're not going to be starting out with fear, okay? We are going to be starting out as, okay, so we don't know. We are here to know. You know, the reason you go to school is because you don't know in the first place. So if you now go there and you want to prove that you know, you will shoot yourself in the leg. Because we talked about overconfidence the other time, moderation in all things, right? Good. So relax. Is there a part? How many languages do you speak? Let's start with that.
2.
Which ones?
I speak Yoruba and English language.
Okay, so if I ask you this next question now, I want you to respond in Yoruba language.
Okay, no problem, ma.
Did you see that? She's so ready for that one. So, what's the color of your dress? You have to look at it. Go ahead, don't mind me.
Yoruba language, right?
You are speaking English. Everything you say next until I tell you to change. Maybe you can speak. Yeah, come on, speak now.
This is
She's speaking English.
Awolumiaru. This one is Awolumiaru Dudu.
No, you're still speaking English. This one is.
Okay, ele Awolumiaru Dudu. Ele Awolumiaru Blue.
Is that blue in Yoruba language?
But
Don't worry, you're not a professor of the language, just testing your proficiency. Or you do well, so you can speak English now.
right.
You have some level of proficiency in both English and, of course, Yoruba language. So two, basically, languages that you speak. Is there any language you would want, any other language that you would want to be able to speak?
Yes, I would like to speak a language, which is French.
French, that's an international language.
Yes,
Why French?
I like it because they have taught us, like, when we are in school, they taught us how to speak French. So I want to learn more and speak more of it because I have little understanding about it.
Okay. Have you had any exposure to the language?
Not really, but I do try my best to speak, like, do some research and find the meaning and at least speak it to my siblings at home.
Okay.
So that's how.
That's all the exposure that you've had. It's a personal thing for yourself. You've never been exposed to the French language in school, or any other gathering. Maybe you joined a club, something.
I've never joined a club, but
Okay.
there is a lecturer that taught us how to speak
okay.
French. So there is a course, French.
Okay.
So they taught us French in school.
Okay.
So they give us they taught us how to.
For your ND now?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
great.
When I was in ND1.
And prior to that, you hadn't been exposed to the French language.
Let me say, it's not that I'm that exposed to it, but I just grab little.
Okay.
I know little about it, not that much.
Okay.
I can't say that much,
So-
but I can speak, like, if you want to greet people,
Oh, the pleasantries,
I can
okay.
greet people. If they ask me what is my name, I can reply in French language. So that's little I know. It's not that I know deep about it, but I wish I could speak more
Okay,
of it fluently.
And, you know, the thing for me is the fact that you're going international. Why not Igbo? When you can readily get an Igbo person around you, a Hausa person around you. Why French? That seems so far away. I'm trying to pry. I really want to get to the root of this. You want to go global.
Thank you, Ma. It's because, we've been taught and I have grabbed something from it. And I have passion.
That
I
was
like it.
after you were exposed to it in school.
Yes.
Okay.
That was when, after I've been taught how to speak little. That's
Okay.
when I developed some feeling. I can speak this language. If I allow myself, I can speak it. That's when I begins to catch the feeling. And I like it because, speaking Igbo, fine, we have Igbo around us, but no one to go and meet I want to learn this, but the person will be like, no, you just want to waste my time. But things we have been taught in the school.
Okay.
So I have a lecturer that is teaching me, so I can easily go to her. Ma, I didn't understand this. Can you please, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of that? I have let me say the foundation, so I want to build on it. Yes.
And the fact that you can actually go to your lecturer to talk after class is commendable. So French,
Yes, ma'am.
this year 2024 is a must for you. Are we cool with that?
I'm fine.
And remember that it's, you need to get someone that you get to speak the language with. You're
That's
ready
just
for
the
that.
problem.
That's the challenge that
That's
you're
the challenges.
Whatever the challenge is, Fikayomi or Ladejo, thank you very sincerely for coming on the set of the bookshelf for the first time,
Thank
for the
you, ma'am.
first phase of it, because you will definitely make a return. We are going to be putting each other to task, and then we'll hold each other accountable as we pledge to return at the year end. Are you pledging? Let the world see you. Vicky? Yes, so we plan to return at the year end, improved and polished in our chosen language path. Dear viewer, as we coast home, you already know that the pros of learning these new languages outweigh the cons, or you wouldn't be listening and watching at this time. You can already see the opportunities this new skill will open up for you. As long as you keep your mind focused on those opportunities, you will find your way. Don't get into the details before you even start. It's okay to prepare yourself mentally and start searching for opportunities that will take you to the new language. Avoid loading too much on your platter. We even only put ourselves to task on 5 sensible sentences outside of pleasantries, of course, and that will be by the end of the year. This is not because we are encouraging mediocrity. It's because we are basically setting an easy to attain benchmark for all of us. Looking forward to another fresh and rewarding broadcast of The Bookshelf. My name is Damilola Raphael, and I'm saying adios, ye, Dios los bendiga.
Since assuming the mantle of leadership in Osun, the state of the Living Spring, Governor Ademola Adeleke has left no one in doubt about his avowed commitment to the overall development of the state. The footprints of his transformative agenda span through education, transportation, health, staff welfare, social infrastructure, among others. Living Spring Update, a weekly diary on Rave 91.7 FM and Western Spring Television, Channel 190 Star Times DTT, will extract Governor Adeleke's development agenda for your listening and viewing pleasure. From the bustling market to innovative agricultural initiatives, from the testimonies of civil servants and retirees to the cheers of artisans across the state of the Living Spring, you will discover how Governor Adeleke's administration is driving the economic growth of the state. Stay informed and engaged with Living Spring Update, where we will delve deep into the details of ongoing infrastructural projects, new initiatives in healthcare, education, and other impactful strides being made across the state. Tune in every Wednesday on Western Spring Television at 6 p.m. and every Saturday on Rave 91.7 FM at exactly 2:30 p.m. You can follow us on all our social media platforms at Western Spring Television and at Rave 917 FM as we tell the story of how Governor Adeleke is shaping Osun into the beacon of development and opportunity.
Living Spring Update is a production of the Office of the Spokesperson to the Governor, Governor's Office, Osogbo.
Television gives everyone an image, but radio gives birth to 1 million images in 1 million brains. They killed the radio star, but in Osun State, radio is very much alive. It's not just about tuning in, it's about the endless possibilities of the human imagination.
Welcome to Rave 91.7 FM, where the air live, the sweet voices, music, and ideas.
The station isn't just a roster, it's a storyteller, a magician with dreams and mindless, spelling on aptly put it. Radio allows create our own words with every word and every note played.
Inside the walls of Rave FM, magic happens. From the sparkling energy of morning talk shows to soul-stirring melodies of afternoon playlist, Every moment is an invitation to explore, dream, and connect.
Whether it's news, music, or lively discussions, Rave 91.7 FM is not just a stage, a companion, a confident,